to that, Bestie, is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he...
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught for 2, and right away they jump out to an 8-0 lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it at the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go, hey.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the fumble recovery is made. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Trying to work quickly now. 1st and 10, Prescott. This is a heater going deep. This is brought in at the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead to 14-0. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And they've got it. Caught in the end zone. And now the lead is 16-0. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And they're going to run for the first time now. Lost control of another one. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know what they like to say about sports? It's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Dak out of the pistol. Finds some time left. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Now Prescott. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Wow, 3 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion after each of them. They're not far from being able to run away and hide in this one.
Kind of anxious to see how long this streak could go. That's not 1, that's not 2, that's 3 2-point conversions. And what it tells me, Kate, is they felt great about their plan going in. And to succeed down here where the field condenses, let's give some credit to the guys at the line of scrimmage getting it done first.
Read on, read.
Play fake. Here's Smith. Going left side. Bowers has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. From the gun, Smith. Has a man on target to Thornton. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a small chunk off that lead. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, here's Dak. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys swell their first quarter by 6. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Prescott's going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not remove the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
It's a screen play to Genty. The Cowboys scoop it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And they get this down to the 28. They're working quickly here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Flowing on first is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, still at the 28. Back to the air, Prescott. He's got it at the 6. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Give him 4 yards, and that moves him that much closer. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Brought down by Eric Stokes.
Another for Williams. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 2-yard pickup.
Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Smith on first down. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Straight ahead with Genty. Across midfield. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to be Cowboys football!
Well, that was such a nice run. Great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. It almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What they say about fatigue? Make cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on the football field. You can lose the ball security in the ball just like that.
Offense up to the line fast.
25 yards on the play.
Dak off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys throw their lead on the turnover. George Pickens the touchdown. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw, Prescott. And that's caught. Great call, even if the points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2.
48, Raiders 7.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Trey Tucker makes the play. The 30. Gets the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point.
48, Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys running away with it in the 2nd quarter. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Raiders 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. He brushed him off with ease. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Carlson now to add 1 more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take 7 points off the deficit.
Raiders 21.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Tolbert now to return it. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Dak throwing again. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Jake Ferguson.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here.
To go.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
The coverage.
Another throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. The Raiders and Tyler Lockett ready for a new series on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Pressure comes. Smith. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. Jukes away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. New set of downs for him from the 31. Play action now for Prescott. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Play action, Prescott. Vacates quickly left side. Firing it deep, left side. He's got it at the 30. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes it. Well, Pete Carroll's never going to shy away from battling the officials. We both know that. He's got the challenge flag out. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas first down. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Has room into the secondary. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making this a laugher before halftime. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Cowboys.
Now it's Prescott again. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got?
63. Raiders 28.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Hits the 20. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Giving this to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Raiders 35.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For Las Vegas.
Tolbert now to return it. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
And the Cowboys first down.
1st and 10, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up.
35-yard line.
Prescott to throw once more. Screen here for Williams. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Third and long, Prescott. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
On fourth down, Prescott to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys both racing them to the halftime locker room. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. The fifth of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. And that's Khan's great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
Quick slant, caught by Lockett. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Here we go.
43-yard line.
Looking to throw, Smith. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Up to the races, middle of the field. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point.
71. Raiders 42.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They are running away with this one, so probably content to just take this into the locker room. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Absolutely fires this one right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send it back to the line for second.
Incomplete. Eric Stokes on the cover.
Back to the air, Prescott. He's looking deep once again. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? And it's one of the records that's always there lurking in the back of your mind whenever a QB's having a really good game, right, partner? And we're just fortunate that we were here to finally see it fall. He's the first ever to throw 8 touchdowns in a single game. Mostert on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Going deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the red zone on first. That's Flournoy. He's got it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Prescott here from the gun. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
10 yards. And the Cowboys.
Zach throwing again. Brought in.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Williams. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Offense in the hurry up now. 3rd and goal, Prescott. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. And that's Cott's great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Now here he goes. Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
The Raider first down.
Hey, we got some.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Has a man on target to Thornton. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders take 7 points off the deficit.
Raiders 49.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Rolling now to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down, here's Prescott again. Finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys piling onto the scoreboard yet again. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now it's Prescott again. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got?
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Rounby with the return. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
A gain of
Working quickly
19
here.
yards. And the Cowboys first down.
From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keeping the pedal forward and adding 6 more. George Pickens the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The Cowboys.
Prescott's going to throw for it.
Two-point conversion.
And that's caught. Great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Oh, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago. But some people,
You sure?
they're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go. And apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best. And this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this.
Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure comes. Smith. Throw left side. Complete. Again, he's got room. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Las Vegas.
Turpin return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense.
At their own
And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
1st and 10, Prescott. Going back to that Pickens well again. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Cowboys
Offense in the hurry up here.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Has it down close. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2.
The Cowboys.
Prescott to throw once more. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. And I'll tell you what, they may forget about it, those guys on the other.
Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. All right, working Looking from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yes!
First down, here's Dak. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take 7 points off the deficit. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. On the run, deep down the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Another through the air this game. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't. Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
There we go, Salon! What's up?
Smith on first down. This one finds Thornton. There he goes again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. And goes to the hurry up here.
And the Cowboys first down.
Prescott on first and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, the ball is loose again. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Dak off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Dak. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. George Pickens the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those two went out on the field, like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Deron Bland has it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Okay, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Prescott has that offense moving quickly.
6 yards. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Brings up second and 10.
They take the hands off. Now Prescott. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Isaiah pulled a foul on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
This is a heater going deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Here's Genty. He loses it again. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play the coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott out of his end zone. They get him again, and this time it's for points. That is going to be a safety.
Result of the play is a safety.
Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. They'll take it from the 1. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
The 37-yard line.
Smith to the air now. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
First down.
And off to Jesse. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Raiders trying to do some window dressing. They dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long they've got to figure out. Looking slant route, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. And give up the guts. It's Genty. Headed right through the middle of the field. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. They're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for them. This one makes it third down. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. Third and long, Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. He's going deep, down this side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10. Back to throw, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Prescott now on third down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Dak throwing again. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
From the gun, Smith. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down.
We're good.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Pickup brings up second and
There we go,
2
throw it.
at the 48.
For the gun, here's Smith. It's Bowers with another catch. They make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for them. It starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
Genty from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He's keeping it. Smith lost it. The Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. All right, one more snap to play here.
It's now second and 10.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Lasers this one, deep down the middle. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Looking inside the red zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came in wins on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.